You may be wondering why I made this sign. Well, kids around the world right now, like this little girl, are staying inside like we are, and they're drawing rainbows to put in their windows for other people to see. This art project started in Europe as a way for people to send a message that we're all in this together. This family is hanging a big banner from their balcony. It says, Vamos todos ficar bem, which means let's all be well in Portuguese. Now people all over the world are spreading this message, even here in South Dakota. I challenge you to create something that you can put in your windows or draw on your sidewalk. This way we can create beauty in our community and send a loving message to our neighbors. Maybe right now you're feeling kind of bored. Maybe you miss your friends. Maybe you're feeling a little anxious or a little afraid. It's okay to feel that way, but the good news is that we know God is watching over us and we know that He will take care of us. So I'm going to challenge you to think about how can you spread that message to other people through the artwork that you are creating. I'm going to show you how to make a sign with a Bible verse, and we're going to use a variety of letter styles and sizes, and then we'll finish our sign by using a tie-dye technique. For this project, you'll need a white piece of paper, a pencil, a Sharpie for the letters, and a washable marker for the tie-dye background. You'll also need a piece of aluminum foil that's slightly bigger than your paper and a spray bottle. I will have a list of comforting Bible verses you can choose from, or you can write your own phrase that will share the message of God's love and peace with others. So now you're going to choose a Bible verse or a message to write, and I'm using Deuteronomy 31:8. It says, "The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged." Because this is quite a long verse and we don't have a lot of room on our paper, I'm just going to use part of the verse. And the first part is what stood out to me. So I underlined, "The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you." You can also circle words that stand out or that you feel like should be bigger. So I circled Lord, Himself, and will be with you. We're going to do kind of like a tie-dyed background, and to do that what you're going to need is a piece of tin foil and some washable markers, and then just a spray bottle that has water inside. To start, we're going to put our sign on top of our piece of aluminum foil, and I'm just going to hold it down with one hand, and with the other hand I'm just going to kind of lightly with a Sharpie kind of draw a rectangle around my paper, just so I know about the size of the paper. So just some marks, that's good, so I can kind of see this is the area that I'm going to need to fill with color so that my paper will be filled. Then I'm going to choose my color scheme. I could use all of these and do like a rainbow tie-dye, Or I could decide just to use maybe just all warm colors. We could throw in some pink with the warms. Or maybe all cool colors, and I could probably throw in this magenta. I think I am going to try, I'm going to try doing just warm colors for this time. Then I'm going to choose a spot on my paper to start, and I could do this in a few spots. I'm going to do, basically, I'm going to be making a line from the center going out, and I'm using the side of my marker, not the tip, because that will give me more color. And I'm going to actually do two kind of bursts of tie-dye, so I'm going to start with one here. Looks kind of like a firework or a little pom-pom. So I'm going to go with orange next, and I'm going to go around the little pom-pom I already had. It's going to look kind of like fireworks. Okay, I'm finished filling it up. I've filled in all the way around. I've gone to the edge of this black line. Again, if you go outside the lines, that's okay, but you don't need to color this part. Then I'm going to have my sign ready to go, and I've got my spray bottle. I'm going to make sure it's on the mist setting so that it doesn't spray too much. So I'm just going to lightly kind of mist just a little bit there. Then I'm going to take my sign and we're going to flip it upside down, and we're going to place it down on that rectangle. Once you set it down, you can't move it around. Just leave it in one spot, and then you're going to use your hands and rub the back of the paper. And we're going to just take one corner and peel it back. Wow, look at how amazing that looks. I love how that turned out. Sometimes you'll get lots of white spots, but I really like how that gives it some texture. Alright, bye. Have fun creating.